and welcome to your 30-minute vinyasa flow, where we will flow through a beginning, more invigorating practice, followed by some good yin-style stretches towards the end of the class, and then finish it up with a beautiful, sweet savasana. And as usual with these online classes, you are welcome to stay in your shavasana as long as you would like at home. So just because the video ends doesn't mean your beautiful, sweet surrender at the end of practice needs to end. So keep that in mind when we reach the beautiful, sweet, sweet settling of the class here at the end. With that, we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to use 2 blocks here. However, it is not necessary. You do not need to have blocks at home to do this practice. You can always modify using your legs, or try using maybe some sturdier blocks, or like wooden blocks if you have them. I've seen people use really sturdy books before. Or like I said, just go ahead and use your legs. So if you don't have blocks, don't worry about that. And with that being said, we will go ahead and get started. So find a comfortable seat on your mat. I am going to go ahead and start the class in hero pose. So sitting on your knees with the heels underneath the sit bones and a nice tall spine. And if this doesn't feel comfortable for your knees, you can come back into what we call easy pose, sitting on your bottom with your legs crossed. Or you can place a block or a pillow between the heels. That sometimes can take a little pressure off of the knees. But we'll take a moment to settle in here, focusing on our breath and allowing everything else to just simply melt away. Easier said than done, right? And as the world begins to chime in with their subtle distractions, maybe a car passing by in the background, or a kid laughing, or maybe screaming, just remember that this space, this mat that you're on, that is your container for the next half an hour to just allow those outside distractions to come and go, and avoid holding on to them, but avoid pushing them away as well. They're just there, and we're only focusing on the breath throughout this practice and the feeling of our body as we breathe and we move through this practice. So as those distractions come, and they will, just remember to come back to the breath and allow them to simply come and go, as natural as a breeze. Bring a subtle awareness to the rise and the fall of the chest as you inhale and exhale. And slowly begin to raise the shoulders towards the ears and roll them down and back. Again, bringing them forward and up as you inhale, and down and back as you exhale. One more time like that. Inhaling them up, exhaling them down and back. Inhale as you open the arms, bend the elbows, wide palms here, make cactus arms. Take one more full inhale here, and as you exhale, draw the arms together. Inhale, open them back up, cactus the arms, and pull the heart in front of the shoulders. Exhale as you bring the arms back together. One more time like that. Inhale, cactus the arms. Exhale, draw the arms together, bringing them to the forehead and then drawing them past the mouth and down to the heart center. Placing the right hand on the mat, bring the left leg straight out to the side with the toes pointing straight in front, and we'll inhale to lift the hips towards the ceiling. Left arm lifts towards the ceiling as well, and the gaze can go towards the left fingertips, or if that feels uncomfortable on the neck, down towards the mat. Take an inhale as you press the right hand into the mat. Left arm reaches for the ceiling. Exhale, hips drop. Left arm comes in front of you. Inhale, hips lift. Left arm reaches for the ceiling. Exhale, lower the hips. Release the left hand. Last time. Inhale, left arm lifts. This time, press the floor away from you as you come up, arms reaching out into a T. Inhale here, exhale, left hand meets the left leg, right arm reaches towards the ceiling. Take a full breath here as you expand through the right side of the body. Inhale, last breath. Exhale, come back into a T. Bring that left leg back into the center and find your hero pose. Take a moment, reconnect with that breath. On your inhale, arms come out, cactus the elbows. Exhale, draw them towards the center. Inhale, cactus the arms. Exhale, draw them towards the center. Inhale, cactus the arms. Last one, make it count. Exhale as you draw them towards the center, bringing the hands to the forehead and releasing them through to the heart space. Left arm comes down to the mat. Right leg, comes straight out to the side. On your inhale, hips lift up as the right arm lifts towards the ceiling. Reaching the right fingertips, plug them into the ceiling as you press the floor away from you. One last inhale here, and as you exhale, drop the left hips, right arm comes down. Inhale, hips lift as the right arm reaches up. Exhale, release the hips, just hovering over that left heel. Inhale, last time, make it count. Exhale, release the hand, come back down. Inhale, reach the arm up and bring the arms into a T as the right foot presses down into the floor, strong in every direction. Arms reaching to the sides. Take an inhale here, and on your exhale, right arm finds the right leg, left arm reaches towards the ceiling. Stay here and remember to breathe. One last inhale here, and on your exhale, left arm comes down, bring that knee back in and find a seat back in hero pose. And we're gonna flow through that one more time, one movement per breath this time, so a little bit quicker. On the inhale, arms reach into a cactus. Exhale as they close. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. Last time, inhale to open. Exhale, hands meet at the forehead and find the heart space. Reaching the left arm down towards the mat, right leg comes out. Inhale, arms and hips lift. Find that side plank. Exhale down. Inhale, modified side plank. Exhale down. Inhale, modified side plank. Come all the way into a T. Inhale here and exhale as you bring the right arm to the right leg. Inhale back into a T, bringing that right leg in. Find your hero pose, heels and sit bones meet. Inhale, cactus the arms. Exhale, draw them together. Inhale, cactus the arms. Exhale, draw them together. Inhale, cactus the arms as we move to the left side here. Exhale, bring them together at the forehead. Draw them down to the heart. Right hand plants, left leg comes out. Inhale, lift the hips and the left arm. Exhale, release the hips and the left hand. Inhale, lift the hips and the arm. Exhale, release, coming all the way back down. Last time as you lift the hips and the arm, find that strong modified side plank. As you press the floor away from you, come into a T. Inhale here, exhale, left hand finds the left leg. Back to a T, stay here for an inhale and exhale, bringing the hands to the heart space. Find your hero pose. And here we stay for one solid moment of stillness. On your next inhale, bringing both hands to the left side, plant them on the mat, fingertips spread wide. We'll bring the feet back and find our way into a plank pose, pressing the floor away from you here as you find that strong, steady stance, driving the heels back. Take one last inhale here. On your exhale, send those hips up and back. Find your downward facing dog. And your heels don't need to find the floor here. We're still really warming up through the backs of those legs. Even though our heart is pumping, we're still just warming up. Find a moment here to bend one knee and then the other. Release the head. Draw the tailbone towards the space where the ceiling and the wall meet, pressing the thighs back. On your inhale, press the floor away from you, and on your exhale, bend the knees, step towards the top of the mat. Inhale, hands find the shins or the knees. Reach the head out, find a flat back. Exhale, gentle forward fold as you release the head, bend the knees, and sway from side to side. Inhale, arms reach for the ceiling. Nice, tall, high mountain here. Exhale, draw the hands through the forehead and down to the heart space, and we'll flow through one Surya Namaskara A, Sun Salutation A. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, gentle fold over your version of straight legs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands and step the feet back to the top of a push-up plank. Inhale, gentle shift forward, and as you exhale, release the knees. Elbows squeeze the ribs as you lower slow. Inhale to lift the head and the chest. Find your cobra. Exhale, press the hips back, tabletop as you curl the toes under and send those hips up and back for downward facing dog. Take a moment and breathe here. On your next inhale, press the hips back. Exhale, bend the knees, step or walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, gentle fold. Inhale, arms reach all the way up, high mountain. Exhale, drawing the hands through the head space, connecting them with the heart space. Take a pause. Close the eyes. Feeling the heart beating against your thumbs. Feeling the blood pumping through the body here. On your next inhale, bringing the hands to the hips, step the right foot back and pivot so that both of the toes face the long edge of the mat. Bring the heels in at about a 45-degree angle, so the toes are pointing roughly to the corners of the mat. Then bending the knees, bringing the hips down as low as you can. We're just going to take a moment here to rock a little bit from side to side. Allowing yourself a moment to release those hips. Taking an inhale, roll the shoulders down and back, twist towards the right. Keeping the spine long here. And then coming back to the center. Inhale here, exhale as you twist towards the left this time. Inhale, coming back to the center and reach the arms up as the legs straighten, finding star pose. Exhale, bend the knees, cactus those elbows again, and we'll stay here for one full round. So inhaling as you open the heart, exhale, bringing the palms and the elbows together. Inhale, strong legs as the arms open. Exhale, draw them back together. Inhale, strong legs, strong arms. Exhale, bring the hands together at the forehead. Exhale, as you straighten the legs, the hands find the heart space. Bring the left heel so that it is in line with the short edge of the mat. Arms reach out into a T. Right toes point towards the top of the mat. Bend the right knee and find your warrior B as your gentle gaze turns to look towards the right fingertips. Taking a full inhale here, straighten the legs. Allow the right arm to find the right leg as the left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Inhale here, find some stillness. On your next inhale, come all the way back up. Pivot the right toes to face the front of the mat. Bring the heels back in, 45-degree angle. Find your goddess pose. Knees bend, cactus the elbows. One more time. Inhale here as the heart pulls in front of the shoulders. Maybe the elbows come a little bit behind you. Exhale, draw the hands and the elbows together. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale to close them. Inhale, open them. Exhale, close them as you draw the hands to the heart space. Straighten the legs. Right foot pivots so that it's parallel with the short edge of the mat. Left toes turn towards the top or bottom of the mat, the other short edge of the mat. Bend the left knee and open the arms up into a T. Plugging those fingertips into the walls on both sides of you as you reach them energetically to the side. Take an inhale here. Exhale, straighten the left leg and reach the left arm towards the left leg, right arm towards the ceiling. Find some stillness here. You can turn the gaze to look towards the right fingertips or straight down towards the left toes. Whatever feels good on your neck and spine. On your inhale, come all the way back up. Find your warrior B. Exhale, bringing the hands back to the heart center. Left toes turn to face the long edge of the mat. We're going to flow with that one round, one breath per movement for each side. Bringing the heels in, bend the knees, cactus the elbows. Inhale, exhale, draw them together. Inhale, open. Exhale to close. Inhale to open. Exhale, close as the legs straighten. Pivot the feet, warrior B towards the right. Bend the knee, gazing towards the right fingertips. Inhale to reach out. Exhale, straighten the leg. Release the right arm as the left arm lifts. Find your triangle. Inhale, back up. Find your warrior B. Exhale, straighten the leg. Right arm, right toes pivot towards the mat as the hands find the heart space. Bringing the heels in, bend the knees, cactus the elbows as you inhale. Exhale, can you sink a little bit lower with the hips? Inhale, open up. Exhale to close. Inhale, last time, make it count. Exhale, draw them in, straighten the legs as you stand. Open the arms up, pivot the feet, warrior B to the left. Inhale here, exhale as the leg straightens, left arm finds the leg, right arm reaches up. Inhale, back to warrior B. Exhale, hands to the heart as the left foot pivots forward. Inhale here, and on your exhale, turn to face the top of the mat and step both feet together, facing the short edge of the mat. Inhale, last sun salutation here. Exhale, fold over your version of straight legs. Inhale, hands to the shins, reach the heart in front of the shoulders. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to the top of a push-up plank. Inhale to shift forward. Exhale, release the knees and lower slow. Elbows squeeze the ribs. Inhale, lift the heart, find your cobra. Exhale, tabletop as you curl the toes under and send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. And take a moment to breathe and resettle your body here. On your next inhale, bend the knees, release them down towards the mat, and find your way back into a hero pose facing the short edge of the mat. We'll go ahead and find our way onto our bottom here shortly, but before we do that, we're going to bring our block underneath our sit bones if you have one. If you don't have a block with you, you can place a pillow or a rolled up towel underneath. We're just going to create a little bit of space again here. So we want to just keep that bottom fully supported. And take a moment here. We're going to just gently begin to come back. Now you can do this without a block if it feels okay on your body, but we're going to just go slow. So the hands are going to come straight back behind us. And we're going to gently allow the tops of the legs to open up. Nice and slow, only going as low as you can and still focus on the breath. So that is where the magic happens here in our yoga class, is when things get uncomfortable, and they do get uncomfortable, we just remember to breathe through those moments of discomfort. We remember that nothing is permanent, and that even this moment of awkward, uncomfortable pain that we might be feeling or discomfort that we might be feeling is not a permanent thing. It's not a permanent fixture, and it's not anything that needs to be fixed. It just is. And so we breathe. Gently coming all the way back up. We'll remove the block if you had one there, and then cross the ankles over top of each other and come into a seat with the legs straight out in front of you. Flexing the feet so the toes are pointing towards the ceiling. Bring the right knee in. Keeping the left leg straight, grab the right knee with the left arm. So we're going to reach it out and hug it with the inside of that left arm. You can grab the front of the left wrist with the right hand. Squeeze that right leg in as you reach the heart towards the ceiling. Find a tall spine here, and then just really gently begin to twist towards the right. So twisting first with the hips, then with the ribs, and then gently turning the gaze to look over the right shoulder if you can. And just remembering to breathe here. And gently release that, coming back to the center. Bring the right leg straight out in front of you. Left leg comes in this time. Reaching the right arm around the left knee. Give it a good squeeze here as you find that length through the spine and gently begin to twist. And this isn't about how far you can twist or how far past your left shoulder you can look. This is just about releasing those parts of the body that don't want to let go. Those tender points where we hold on to the things that are no longer serving us. And so we sit here and we find the point where we begin to hold our breath, and then we ease out of that and remember to breathe. And then gently come back to the center. We're going to bring the right leg back, bending the knee, bringing it back behind us. And this can be a little bit uncomfortable on your knee. If you have a knee injury or you have pain in your knee, a really good way to ease a little bit of that pain is to bring a block under the sit bones so that it's not so tight of a bend there. From there, we're going to gently walk the hands forward towards the left leg. And as we gently begin to fold over that left leg, maybe you need a slight bend in that left knee. There's no race here. There's no one to impress but yourself. There's no goal. There's nothing that needs to change. We're just here creating space and allowing the body to release the things that no longer serve us. And gently walking the hands back towards the body. If you had a block underneath, go ahead and remove that. We're going to come back into a normal seat as the right leg comes straight out. Left leg comes straight out. And we're just going to release those knees a little bit by giving them a little bop on the floor. Allow them to really bang on the floor nice and hard. Get some lymphatic drainage going there. Allow a lot of movement, feeling that beautiful tissue slapping against the hard floor beneath you, reminding you that you're alive. And then bend those knees and we'll just gently windshield wiper them from side to side. And go ahead and come all the way back up. Right leg straight out this time. Left knee is going to bend and come back behind us. And if you needed a block on the other side, that doesn't necessarily mean you have to use a block on this side. Everybody's body is different, and sometimes we have injury in one knee and not the other. So find where it feels good for you. If you can sit here comfortably without a block, you can stay like this, or you can place a block to ease some of that tension. When you're ready, just gently begin to find your way forward. And we're not racing to our leg by rounding our back and holding all of that into our heart space. We want to keep the heart open and lifted, reaching it as though we have a beacon of light that needs to shine just beyond our foot. So keeping that heart space open as you gently fold over your version of a straight right leg. And again, you might need a micro bend. You might need a really big bend. There's no shame in having a bent knee here. And gently come back out of that. We'll straighten the left leg, bringing it back out in front of you. And this time, just windshield wiper the feet from side to side a little bit. And then bend the knees and give those feet a little fit. We're going to slap the floor a little bit. Hopefully this isn't going on during nap time for you at home or bedtime. Hopefully you can really slap those feet and let them throw a fit. Oh, I just love the way that makes the blood rush to my feet every time. Go ahead and bring the heels and the bottom closer together. Make sure you have enough room behind you. We're going to come all the way down onto our backs, bringing the knees with us this time. So go ahead and wrap those arms around the knees nice and tight. We're gonna give ourselves a nice big squeeze here. Squeezing the legs in really tight towards the torso. Maybe you wanna lift the head and curl in. And then gently release the head. Bring the knees to the outside of the ribs, keeping them bent. Arms are gonna come inside the legs, and then find the outside edge of the feet as the soles of the feet aim towards the ceiling. The knees are gonna keep drawing down towards the floor, and then just gently allow a simple rock here, finding our happy baby, maybe rocking from side to side. Drawing the knees back together, release the feet, and then straighten the legs, keeping the feet engaged here. So as if they're walking on the ceiling straight up. Our palms are gonna find the mat, and we're just gonna allow those legs to surrender here. Pressing the feet towards the ceiling, allowing them to just enjoy this gentle release of blood back to the body. Bend those knees, release them back down to the mat. And we'll gently begin to find our way into our resting posture of Shavasana now. So releasing the head down to the mat, spreading the feet nice and wide, arms by your side. And just gently closing the eyes if that feels okay for you, or finding a gentle gaze towards the ceiling. And allowing yourself to fully surrender here. Releasing all of your thoughts. Releasing all of the tension in the body. And if you find yourself with a thought or a distraction, again, just gently allowing that thought or that distraction to float away without pushing it away or holding on to it. The art of non-attachment. And you're welcome to stay here as long as you would like. Remembering that this is your practice. Thank you all for joining me today for this beautiful, quick, hip opening, invigorating flow. I hope this leaves you feeling ready to bring on whatever challenges are coming at you in life. And may what happens on your mat stay with you in your life. The divine light in me sees and honors the divine light in each and every one of you. Thank you all for joining me today.